We are back once again with more greatness in Mexico. So, the latest chapter ended with that monster left Gonzales through, but of course, we see Sendo not actually go down, but instead throw a left from a ridiculous position. Very similar to how Brian Hawk was throwing all those crazy punches at Takamura, from all those insane angles. Very crazy animalistic instincts, a lot of similarities there with his body bending backwards and all types of ridiculous angles. Like I said in the previous video, the keys for Sendo to win this are going to come down to his durability, his unpredictability, and his adaptability, in which he'll have to learn to grow and surpass his limits. So you see Alf start to throw his combo, and then Sendo goes for a dual exchange, which again, he's been doing the entire fight. A fearless approach, stepping into counters, not being afraid of any hits, a stubborn, aggressive fighting style that's keeping him in this match. The announcer talks about how Alf clearly has the numbers advantage, but Sendo's single punch is enough to set you on the edge. Ricardo brought up how in chapter 1297 that back when Alf was being more calculated, he was throwing what he would call 1s and 2s on the power chart for hits. But between these, Sendo would actually be able to counterbalance it with just a single 8 or 9. Alf of course has turned it up since then, but if Sendo is still able to consistently pull those kind of punches off, it won't be looking good in the future. You see Alf's coach talk about what approach he'll use going forward. Whether he'll use that more calculated, at a distance approach and wait for Sendo to weaken, or if he'll dive right in and slug it out in close combat. I think we all know the answer to this based on the latest chapter and how much fun this man has been having, fighting somebody who's truly cut from the same cloth as him. Someone who even made him forget about Ricardo for a bit, which if we remember in the Ippo fight, and most likely any other fight he's fought, that hasn't been the case. He's been fixated on Ricardo for so long, but nobody has been able to bring out the beast in him the way Sendo has in this fight. But the real question is which fighter would actually be the beneficiary of this type of combat. We know that Alf's coach and Ricardo seem to have different answers on this based on the previous chapters, but does the fact that Alf's coach bring this up again mean he's starting to hesitate from his original claim of Sendo being the one who made the mistake? Or is it just that he's that confident in Alf to get the job done no matter what type of fighting style he chooses? Regardless, it's still clear that Alf knows there's only one way to win this. He knows he has to beat him down right now. He knows Sendo is not going to quit until he's literally unconscious. So you see Alf start to throw another barrage, and then you hear him say, "While we may have machismo, the samurai of Japan have their Yamato Damashi." This is honestly one of my favorite quotes of the entire fight so far. It proves that this fight is a sign of respect between Mexican and Japanese boxers. This is comparing the masculine beliefs of Mexican culture with the unwavering spirit and determination the Japanese possess. We see Sendo strike back again with the right, and Alf appears pretty wobbly after it. Again, going back to the whole durability thing, it doesn't appear Alf has the durability of someone like Sendo or Ippo, somebody who's always fighting in this manner, guys who are used to taking ridiculous amounts of beatings every single match. Alfredo says he feels the chills from Sendo, who I have to say Morikawa has never drawn him with such rawness and swag before, man. Like, holy shit, look at this. Even for Sendo, this is an all-time high for GOAT raw swag, man. I don't care. You see Alf respond from this very strongly. This man is having the time of his life fighting Sendo, bro. Like, these guys are truly the same. It's so fun to watch. You see Alf once again try to turn it up a notch with another barrage, but Sendo yet again connects on a dual exchange. This shit is straight up exhilarating to read week to week, man. Like, this is so much fun. These type of fights just have me geeking no matter what. They never get old to me. Alf's coach continues to be in shock of Sendo's resiliency. He's even shown shivering, probably thinking, what the fuck is wrong with these Japanese boxers, man? Like, these guys are just defying all logic. Even Hoshi, who's Sendo's #1 fan basically, is pretty shook at what's going on. He's amazed how much of a monster Alfredo is. We see another couple of panels of Ippo showing his appreciation for this incredible fight. That amazing feeling of surpassing your own limits and how that feeling is only possible when you're going at it in the ring on the biggest stage in the brightest lights. I need more of this, George. Like I said in my previous video, some way or another, please just get this man back in the ring. Somehow, preferably after this fight, but somehow get him back, man. So we see Alf is about to throw another right when we actually get a really weird cliffhanger with a referee stop because the damage appears to be too severe. I highly doubt George is going to end the fight like this. If so, Alf would clearly be the winner, but it's pretty obvious in my opinion this is a troll. I'd be shocked if this stop wasn't a result of Sendo's glove tape coming loose, which you can see right there. I think it's highly possible this match could end up being top 10, maybe even top 5 by the time it ends. I know that's saying a lot considering Ippo's massive catalog, but this fight is truly very good. This is very high quality, very high stakes, very important implications for not only the two fighters, but also for the main character itself. Like, this could actually resurrect Ippo's career. Overall, I'm sticking with my pick for Sendo to win by KO in the 5th round, but not gonna lie, the possibility of a double KO is really starting to seem likely as well. I mean, actually, I doubt it, but I would not rule it past him to do this, man. If they both don't get a shot at Ricardo, that'd be an epic troll, but I really think it's better for the story we get Sendo's shot at Ricardo. I definitely think that's where he's going with this, but let me know what you guys thought about this chapter and if your mind has changed on who you think is going to win. No break next week, so you can expect a review from me again. Thanks again for the support. Y'all have a great day.